The unholy alliance that had protected Whitey Bulger for 2 decades finally began to crumble in the mid-1990s. Honest investigators within the DEA and the Massachusetts State Police, frustrated by years of FBI obstruction, had built an airtight racketeering case against Bulger and his associates. A sweeping federal indictment was coming down, one that even his corrupted allies in the FBI could no longer stop. But Bulger had one last card to play. In late December 1994, his longtime handler John Connolly gave him a final fateful tip-off. The indictment was imminent, and his arrest was scheduled for early January 1995. This warning gave Bulger the head start he needed. Just before Christmas, Whitey Bulger packed a bag, collected some cash, and vanished. He drove out of Boston with his girlfriend Teresa Stanley, but she soon grew tired of life on the run and he sent her home. He then called his other longtime companion, Catherine Grieg, who willingly joined him in a life of exile. For the next 16 years, Bulger became a ghost. He and Greg traveled across the country and even internationally using a series of false identities and a stash of cash to stay hidden in plain sight. He landed on the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives list, a position of notoriety he would hold for over a decade. The man who once controlled the FBI was now being hunted by it. The manhunt for Whitey Bulger was one of the longest and most expensive in United States history. Yet for years, it yielded nothing. There were reported sightings in London, Italy, and all across the country, but he always remained elusive. His ability to disappear so completely just fueled his legend. After Osama bin Laden was killed in 2011, Whitey Bulger, the 81-year-old gangster from Southie, was elevated to the top spot on the most wanted list, becoming public enemy number 1. The FBI offered a $2 million reward for information leading to his capture, the largest bounty ever offered for a domestic fugitive. He had become a phantom, a living testament to the failures of the very agency he had once manipulated. The breakthrough came not from brilliant detective work, but from a strategic shift in focus. The FBI realized that Bulger would never be found by focusing on him alone. The key was his loyal companion, Catherine Grieg. The agency launched a public service campaign targeting Greg, running television ads in cities where they might be hiding. The ads focused on her habits, her love of animals, and her routine visits to beauty salons. The strategy worked. In June 2011, a tip came from a neighbor in Santa Monica, California. The tipster, a woman from Iceland, recognized the quiet, elderly couple living in her apartment complex. On June 22, 2011, federal agents surrounded the building and arrested the infamous fugitive without a fight, ending his 16 years on the run.